Hey YouTube, back to me channels. Good vibes only, right? So, I got a word for you today. Honey bear, sugar plum, sweetie pie, sugar jack, booty boot. Okay? So, this word was when Daniel has a glorious vision. Okay? Well, let's continue. And if you're new here, you're also welcome. Love you, love you, love you. Just have several seats and just listen to this word that God has prepared for me to give to you all. Okay? All right. So, then you had a glorious visions. Okay? In the third year of Cyrus, the king of Persia, okay, a revelation was given to Daniel, who was called Belteshazzar, and its message was true, and it concerned a great war, okay. The understanding of the message came to him in a vision, right? And at the time, Daniel mourned for 3 weeks, okay? And I ate no choice food, no meat or wine touched my lips, and I used no lotion at all until the 3 weeks were over. Okay. On the 24th day in the first month, and I was standing on the banks of the great river of Tigris. Okay. I looked up, and there before me was a man dressed in linen, right? With a belt of the finest gold around his waist, right? His body was like crystal light, and his face like lightning, his eyes like flaming torch, and his arms and legs was gleaming of burnished bronze, and his voice was like the sound of a multitude, right? Cute. But let's continue. Um, okay. I, Daniel, excuse me, I, Daniel, was the only one who saw the vision. So Daniel was the only one who had saw the vision, right? Okay. And the men with me did not see it. So the men that Daniel had with him didn't see the vision. Only Daniel seen the vision, right? Okay. But such terror overwhelmed them that they fled and hid themselves. So they left it. Child, they hid themselves because they were scared. Okay? But let's continue. All right? Okay. So I was left alone gazing at the great vision. Right? So they left Daniel alone. And his Daniel just sitting there glazing at the great vision. Okay? And I had no strength left. My face turned deadly pale, and I was helpless. So Daniel said he was helpless at this point. Then I heard him speaking, and I had listened to him, and I fell into a deep sleep, and my face to the ground. Okay. And I had touched me, and set me trembling on my hands and knees, right? He said, Daniel, right? You who are highly esteemed, consider carefully the words, right? I am about to speak to you, and stand up, right? For I have not been sent to you, okay? And when he said this to me, I stood up trembling like, ooh, right. He like, okay, when he said that, he stood up trembling. Okay, so let's find out what happened. Then he continued, do not be afraid, Daniel. Okay. And since the first day that you set your mind on gaining understanding, to humble yourself before your God, right? And your words were heard, and I came in a response to them, right? But the prince of the Persian kingdom resists me 21 days. And then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, because I was detained. There were a king of Persia. Child help. Okay, now I have come to explain to you what will happen to your people in the future, for the vision concerned a time yet to come, right? While he was saying this to me, I bowed with my face towards the ground, and I was speechless. Then one who looked like a man touched my lips, and I opened my mouth and began to speak. I said to one standing before me, I am overcome with anguish, okay? Because of the vision, my Lord, and I am helpless, okay? How can I, your servant, talk with you, my Lord, right? My strength is gone and I can hardly breathe, okay? And again, the one who looked like a man touched me and gave me strength. Do not be afraid, Almighty, highly esteemed, he said. Peace, be strong now, be strong. When he spoke to me, I was strengthened and said, Speak, my Lord, since you have given me strength. So he said, Do you know why I've come to you? Soon I will return to fight. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. He said, soon I return to fight against the prince of Persia. And when I go to the prince of Greece will come. But first I will tell you what is written in the book of the truth. Okay. No one support me against them except Michael, your prince. And in the first year of Darius the Mede, I took a stand to support and protect him. So that was when Daniel had a vision, right? So Daniel had a vision that only was for Daniel to see, right? Okay, well, I guess God wanted me to read that because sometimes we have visions, right? And it's only for us to see. So we can't get mad if the other person, the people that's around us don't understand our vision, right? So I guess that's what he was saying. Like, he wanted me to read it, but I don't know who this is for. But when you have a vision, it's not for everyone to see, right? It's only for you to see. Some people will not see it. Some people will be afraid of it, right? Especially when it's coming from God, right? So I just wanted you guys to know sometimes, or if you have a vision and no one else around you see it, God gave you the vision for a reason, right? So it's not for everyone else to see your vision, and everyone is going to believe in you or believe in your vision, right? So I don't know who that is for, but hopefully you can learn from it, right? So everyone is not going to believe in your vision because God gave you that vision only, and it's only for you, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that it was on my Holy Spirit. I opened up the Bible, and I suppose I actually did this a while ago, right? Maybe a couple of days ago. But then he turned me to, he said, read it. And I'm like, okay, read it. Because Daniel had a glorious vision. So I'm like, sometimes God do things or tell us to do things that don't make sense. We be like, God, where is it going? Where is it going? But eventually we figured it out, right? Sometimes we just figure it out, right? So yeah, he wanted me to, I even wrote it. You see it where it say, I don't know if you can see it, but it said Daniel had a glorious vision, right? So I don't know who that is for, but sometimes people are not going to believe in your vision. People are not going to see your vision how you see your vision. Some people have visions and they hide from them. Some of them is not as bold as you. So sometimes he say, okay, well, they all hiding, but guess what? I'm going to choose you. I'm going to choose you. You know why? Because you were brave enough to take on the vision from which I've gave. So, when you are given a vision, just know that everyone is not going to believe in your vision, right? The vision is for you and for you only. Trust in God always. And what's my closing? Smooches. And I'll be back with you guys, okay? So, have a blessed day. You all stay well. Blessings. Smooches. Bye.